to see us travel into Tennessee, where we went to Pigeon and got to see Dollywood, which was named TripAdvisor's #1 theme park in the U.S., as well as our time at the island in Pigeon and the Great Smoky Mountains exploring that area. Hope you enjoy. So we're on I-40 headed to Pigeon Forge and Dollywood from Durham, North Carolina. We're looking forward to exploring Dollywood and the nightlife of the island and the Great Smoky Mountains. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the views of the drive. So we just stopped at Stuckey's, which is kind of like an institution down south here, and John found one for us on the side of the highway. It is very backwoods, but they still have like 12 Tesla plugins, which is hilarious. But you go in and it is very much like an odd lot kind of thing. But we wanted to get up some snacks there. They're known for their pecan log rolls. So we picked up a couple things. We picked up the pecan log roll. We got a big one, little one for mom. And then we got some pecan gophers, which are kind of like a turtle, but I guess a little different. And also these goo goo clusters, which are peanut butter. So excited to try these out, and we'll see how they are. So glad we found a Stuckey's. So we're pulling into Dollywood. It's our first time here, really excited to see everything. We decided to get the 2-day ticket because it just seems like there's so much more for us to see. Already it's so pretty pulling in here into the Smoky Mountains. And we got our souvenir cups that will be waiting for us inside. So really excited to head down, figure out parking here because it's all new to us, and really just get out and explore the park. Really excited for today. couple days of our trip were spent exploring Dollywood and the Pigeon Forge area of the island. So we got to do a 2-day trip to Dollywood and experience that amusement park, which they are not kidding when they call it America's most beautiful park. We were there during the Flower and Food Festival, so there were great topiaries that were made bright and colorful, a lot of photograph areas, and some great concerts throughout the way. The rides in the park were so much fun. The roller coasters were a lot of fun. I'd say my top two were the Dragon Flyer and Blazing Fury. What would you say?
Mine was Mystery Mine and Fire Chaser.
Yeah, definitely so much fun. Highly recommend if you're able to get there.
Yes.
People of all sizes. I fit great, which was a lot, really nice. That doesn't always happen, so I was able to get on every ride I wanted to get on. And then we had a delicious meal at Aunt Granny's, which is one of the signature restaurants at Dollywood. It's actually been named one of the top 10 restaurants of amusement parks in the nation by USA Today. So in there we got to pick out 3 different proteins and 4 sides. The catfish we got was great. We got
fried chicken was great.
Fried chicken and macaroni and cheese and pot
cabbage.
roast. Fried cabbage. Ended it with some peach cobbler. Peach cobbler, yeah, it was so good. The staff was amazing, and it was about $26 a person, so you couldn't beat it. All you care to enjoy. So great meal at Aunt Granny's. So glad we were able to stop there. So we didn't take the GoPro into Dollywood because we really wanted to just enjoy the experience and enjoy the days. So hopefully you enjoy all of our still photos that we took along the way. After Dollywood, we headed over to the island, which was a huge tourist area, a lot of shops, restaurants, things like that. And we got to do some really fun attractions over there. We went on the Great Smoky Mountain Wheel, which was a giant Ferris wheel. We picked the perfect time. We were there at sunset, so some great photos and video from there. And then we went into Skyfly Soar America, which is an attraction. It's an indoor attraction, kind of like Soarin' at Disney World. It's made by, way better. It's made by the same people. Yeah, and you went through all national parks of the U.S., which is really cool. Very immersive experience, and you didn't have the bend like you do in Soarin', so it wasn't a bad seat in the house. You did have to pay for that. It was about $25 a person or so, but I think well worth it, and it was
soaked.
Yeah, yeah. There was like a mister on it, so there was definitely water and smells and things like that. So it was a good time to be able to be on that and experience it. And then we went to Paula Deen's to grab some dinner, and in there we it was family style, and you chose your proteins and your sides just like Aunt Granny's. But at Paula Deen's we got some different stuff. The meatloaf was out of this world. That was probably my favorite thing that we had there. And just everything was so good. And he ended it with your choice of dessert, and we both picked the ooey gooey butter cake, which is a signature of Paula Deen's. So that was really, really good. And we had a great experience there as well. And to end the night, we saw the water fountain show. In the middle of the island is a big, colorful water fountain, and every half hour they do a musical show, and the fountain matches the music with the lights. So it was nice to be able to sit in the rocking chairs and just kind of enjoy the rest of our night. So hopefully you enjoy seeing that fountain show as well. Smoky Mountain Wheel. We started our day over at Dollywood, got there a little after it opened, and it's been so much fun. Dollywood, it was great. Taking in this breathtaking view of the Smoky Mountains now. Looking forward to going back to Dollywood tomorrow. We got 2-day tickets. And yeah, take a look while we're hanging out up here. Look at that sunset. Over the Great Smoky Mountains.
course not, my dear. I was with you. You were with me.
He was with us.
You can't seriously be suggesting that... Oh, dear. Hannah, here. Whatever you do, don't move a muscle. I fear we may have brought back...
Oh no, he's not watching you, Papa.
How did he get us back up?
Okay, so we just finished up day 2 in Pigeon Forge, day 2 at Dollywood. We've had a really, really fun time. We got our second loaf of cinnamon bread today, which is out of this world. We got to ride all of the rides we wanted to. Our favorite one is probably the Fire Chaser.
Yes.
Fire in the hole. Probably the Fire Chaser.
Yes.
Fire in the hole. It was really nice that the staff at Dollywood was so kind. They're very helpful getting in and out of the rides, which was really good. And I think we have found a new theme park to visit, a new town to visit. There's been a lot to do.
So much to do here.
Yeah, we beat a storm. We found out definitely get there when the park opens, and that way you can beat some of the bigger crowds. It wasn't very crowded today, though.
No,
it was really not crowded.
not at all.
It was the first Thursday it was open, so it wasn't crowded at all. But definitely would get there early. And then tonight, when we were done, we went over to the Titanic Museum, which was really neat. I think it was very well done. We felt very congested in the beginning, and then realized, oh, because that's how third class felt. And then you went upstairs to the first class cabins, and everything was wide open. So you definitely were able to move around a bit more. So you got to experience what those folks experienced. My person lived.
Mine died.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So, but we got some good memories of that now. So good souvenirs. You got like your card of your person there, which was really good. So we did some great shopping at Dollywood. So that's it. That's the end of day 2 in Pigeon Forge. Tomorrow, we're gonna surprise a friend at work who we haven't seen in 4 or 5 years. So we will surprise Jen at work, and then we are off to Gatlinburg, and then Great Smoky Mountains, and then on to Virginia.
Yes.
Yep, we'll be
making our way back north.
Yep, back home. So, bye Pigeon Forge.
Cades Cove is one of the most visited places in the park. It's an 11-mile loop featuring the houses and churches from the 1800s that belong to the early settlers of the area.
Rocky, and I'm the senior bark ranger at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And I saw bears while they were there.